The June 2020 Visa Bulletin is out. The Visa Bulletin shows you which green card applications are eligible to move forward based on when you filed your I-130 or I-140 petition. That date is your priority date. Even though we are in the middle of a pandemic, immigration applications are still being processed. The only thing that is not being scheduled right now are routine visa appointments at U.S. consulates abroad. Those are suspended until at least early June, possibly longer. We'll know more about that in early June. So if you're waiting for an immigrant visa appointment abroad, I'll post an update when normal operations resume. For the rest of you, let's dive in so you can see where you are in the green card line. To stay up to date with the Visa Bulletin, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post next month's update. First, I wanted to address a quick question from a viewer that wanted to know why dates are moving forward when no one can go in for an interview at consulates abroad. Well, the number of immigrant visas available in a year hasn't changed, and immigration applications are still being processed. If you filed for a family member, you'll remember that the first stage of the process is filing Form I-130. Once that gets approved, the approved petition goes to the National Visa Center for pre-processing. When there is an immigrant visa available, the NVC lets you know the next steps. The consulate interview is the last step in the process, so applications are still being processed, approved, and queued up for when in-person appointments resume again at consulates abroad. Okay, now let's actually get into the Visa Bulletin. As usual, I will start with the final action dates for the family category. Quick reminder, the USCIS lets you know every month which set of dates they want you to use for filing your adjustment of status application, the dates for filing chart or the final action date chart. This month, they are directing most family categories looking to file Form I-485 to use the dates for filing chart, except for F2A, which is spouses of green card holders. What this means is you can file the paperwork using these priority dates, but the final action dates are when the immigrant visa can actually be issued, so that's why we look at these set of dates. Okay, so let's get into the final action dates for family categories. The F2A category, which is for green card holders sponsoring their spouses, is still current. It has been since last year, and this is great news. You should take advantage of this if you can. The Philippines has been moving forward faster than other countries this year, and in June, it again advances 3 to 5 months in several family categories. In the F1 category, which is from unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, we see 2 months in forward movement for most countries. In the F2B and F3 categories, you see between 1 to 2 months of forward movement across all countries. The F4 category, which is for siblings of adult U.S. citizens, hasn't changed much at all, just a few weeks forward for most countries. Now, let's move on to the employment categories. The biggest news this month is that the EB3 category moved forward 10 months for all countries except India and China. But India does see some positive movement in the EB1 category, 10 months forward. So while it's not current like most of the other countries in EB1, this is still great progress. The EB2 category remains largely unchanged with no significant movement again. In the EB5 category, India moves forward a few months, inching into 2020, which is very positive. If you have any other questions about the Visa Bulletin, leave me a comment. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button below, subscribe to our channel, and share this with anyone that might find it helpful. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.